It's in here. It's going to come out in you.
The only thing we just rely on is election campaign, and then we bring up leaders. To the point of
it's from my village.
The legislature is supposed to come up
Christian. You understand? They go to churches, they go to mosques.
No. That's one of that's the problem we have. That's the problem we have.
But there's money in the country, just that we don't invest. We don't try to make money.
Every human being, we want more than less. In economic theory.
Yes, my people. Everybody will want more than less. My name is Daddy Chris, and this is the weekly bulletin, reaching you from SRTV here in London. SRTV tend to go up and down, but today you might have to deal with me and me alone again. And hopefully by next week we get Abuja settled and something settled in Asaba, and we can get this back on track. But you're going to spend this part of this beautiful afternoon with me this morning, after the other part of the late morning with me. And it is called the Weekly Bulletin. And as usual, I would like to focus it on what we have. There's something when I was a young boy and I was studying economics, and there's something they thought of. They call it the comparative advantage. What is comparative advantage? That you focus on what you can do best. In fact, before I come to the issue, because my word today is going to be really comparative advantage. And when I work on, this is the season of Nigerian Week, and I'll be coming here to talk a lot. When you see me alone, then I'm going to talk mainly on Nigerian Week and what we can do. And the brand Nigeria is a great brand. I don't care how it come about, but we're here. We start. It's history starting from somewhere. Our history now starts with Nigeria. That was not our true history. We had a history before Nigeria, but let's base our history today on Nigeria. And if we are 60-something years old of history, it's not today. That's a history to be proud of. So let us work with that. And with this brand Nigeria, that's becoming what we have today. What is it that we have that we can give to the rest of the world? That is what I'll be talking about today. And that is what Nigeria Week is all about. Nigeria Week is a platform where we showcase what is made in Nigeria or what we have in Nigeria to the rest of the world. And that is what I'm going to try and touch on, the very important aspect of this brand Nigeria today. All right, let's take it back. I watched the news this morning and I'm sad. And I'll continue to say it. I am sad. So as usual, I'm a world citizen and I am sad. I'm sad to see what is happening between the Palestinians and the Israelis. The killing there are unnecessary. It's barbaric. These guys lack the civilized code of conduct. And the world is taking side. In fact, they should be shamed at. We should be telling the Israeli and the Palestinians, you both are ashamed. These are children of the same father. Killing themselves in this open. There is nothing to celebrate there. And I wonder what you're gonna gain from this. What the world is really gaining. It's alarming what we celebrate as a people. Now come to look at the Ukraine and the Russians. If I've not been to Ukraine, it won't be so sad. I've been in Kyiv for some time. These people speak the same language, they are brothers and sisters. They've intermarried so much. I don't know what you guys are doing now. Are you saying Russia is different from Ukraine? Then you find it convenient to kill yourself. In the name of what? You know, and when I think about this, I can't think back to what the European Union stands for. The reason European Union was formed was an attempt to fight the Civil War. We had the First World War. It's actually a war within Europeans. It was not. It has nothing to do with the rest of the world. When they fight, they call it World War. When the Europeans fought the first time, they call it World War One. After the Second World War, which is actually European War II, they decided to come up with this European Union so that let us co-own things. Let us co-own things so that we only together there will be no need for one to think, oh, I want one belongs to you, because the greed of man is what is causing all this. Oh, the Israeli want what belongs with the land of the Palestinians. Or the Palestinians say, oh, that part is our own too. You're fighting for what you don't have control over. You're going to sleep in one room. I don't know why you're killing yourself. Maybe the world should be asking ourselves, but why are we celebrating it? Why are you taking side? Is that what the Bible taught you? Or is that what the Quran taught you? Shame on you. You're not listening to Prophet Muhammad and you're not listening to Jesus. Either case, you guys are shameful. Shame on you. Big shame. And I'll be spending more time on that today. So I want to take that because that's what I normally do now. I look at what the world could achieve without all this barbaric fighting, and I bring it down to Africa and see what Africa has for us. You know what I say to them in Africa is, listen, Europeans, they've been so clever. They've come together because they're the cause of the World War I and World War II. It was their war. It has nothing to do with us in Africa. Now, we Africans, we're not learning. We don't need to fight World War I or World War II to learn from them. They have taken a cue. They co-own things. That's why the European Union was formed. Why are we Africans not co-owning what we have so that there will be peace in the land? We still have wars in Africa today, or what is happening in Ghana have no business with me. And I say, what a barbaric set of people. What is happening in Cotonou behind my back, it doesn't have something to do with me. Are you not stupid? So that is the thing we need to look. When we look at Africa today, why are we not co-owning what we have in the name of an African Union? I don't even believe in African Union because the European Union is having their own challenges already. I am an expert in that. So if you come to it, we should have the United States for Africa, just like the America, and then we can speak with one voice. We can own everything, and I'm sure we will mark tremendous progress. I don't think the reason why I cannot live in Ghana, I need a passport to live in Ghana, I need a visa to live in Ghana. Are you out of your mind? So I'm going to be an immigrant in Ghana? You're joking. Ghana is my land. South Africa is my land. I'm not on visa to go there, but this is what we've cost our children. So Europe have been able to break that. They now live. You see, if you're German, you can live anywhere. You can say everywhere. So let Britain that used to live, but they're still living their own life, man. They're doing well. They're expanding, and so they can move everywhere. They can do business anywhere. And the bottom line, they have a common security. We need to do that in Africa. We need to do that in Africa. Well, that's not my topic today. Today I'll be looking at. Because if now that you don't allow us to co-own everything, I'm going to focus on just Nigeria and Nigeria only and see what is in Nigeria that we could co-own, because that's what has happened in Nigeria. I know most of us try to blame Ago Rossi, but perhaps this was his vision, merging Nigeria. Said, no, there's nothing like the South, the North, this and that. Everything Nigeria belongs to everyone. That would have been a good thing. Except he made us lazy, but that was Aguiyi Irosi's vision. I blame him sometimes, but on a good day, I will do the same. I will ask you, where are you from? I don't care where you're from. What is there belongs to Nigeria. What we have in the North belongs to Nigeria. What we have in the South belongs to Nigeria. What we have in the West belongs to Nigeria. So that we will not be killing ourselves. Because if it's not the case, trust me, for you to come to Delta to live, Delta State will be giving you boundaries, because they will be sharing what we have here. We don't want to give it to others. Lagos is already deporting people. Imagine if it were what I did, if we were having economic division in the country, so that everybody could own their things. There could be, everybody owning their own land. Like for example, Delta State now, those of us in the Niger Delta, if we have the oil, we wouldn't want to welcome you. You are not coming there. Trust me, I am from Ogara. I have Ogara. In those days, those in Ogarifi, we don't welcome them in Ogarifi because we're by the riverside, we were having more jobs. Now that Ibori came, they have more policies, they're doing more, so it is going to be like that. Co-owning things could be a good idea, except that in Nigeria, it made us lazy. But that will not be my focus today. My focus today will be, okay, this is Nigeria. We co-own things. A big thanks to Aguiyi Ironsi. But why are we trying? First, let me ask this question. And for those of you watching me, why are you trying to start to manufacture cars today? Why are you trying to make televisions? Why are you trying to do certain things? I know it's a good thing to do, but why are you starting from there? My place, they say, Pikin go first learn to sit. Then he go call the crawl. Before he go call stand up, then call the waka. Then later he go the run. Later he go become Usain Bolt. It's the same child. That's how we grew. So we are trying to run. We want to run like Usain Bolt, when we've not even started. But let's not even go into that. But the bottom line of it is that what do we have that they don't have? Because what I saw in Nigeria, and I'm going to take time to analyze that with you guys today, is the mineral deposited in Nigeria. And I'm going to, as usual, I'm going to remind you, I know you guys are going to church tomorrow. Many of you were in the mosque yesterday. Tomorrow you're going to church to ask God for what? That's the question I'm going to ask you. So my topic, that the place is a problem. So that brings me to the topic of today. What we have in Nigeria, the comparative advantage of what we have in Nigeria, as we look at this context, I've been saying that, okay, if we have this, we don't need to worry about manufacturing cars. They're going to bring cars and we're going to give them what we have. So why don't we concentrate on building on what we have rather than spreading too wide like that decrease? That's the problem I have. I spread so wide now that I cannot even contain what all I have. So, and that is something I want you guys, Nigerians, to think. We have so much, but we want to still go and manufacture cars. We want to do this. We want to manufacture aeroplanes. We need to buy it. When they come in, we're going to use that. And as we are using it, because we're going to give them conditions, we'll begin to learn it and we'll begin to make our own. But I don't think we should start by trying to make a aeroplane today. Anyway, Nigerians are not even thinking that far. So but let's look at what we have. What we have. And why Agoyero's vision was better. But that we didn't use it doesn't mean that the man was wrong. So let us take a look at what we have in Nigeria. First, let's quickly look at the most popular one, which you are aware today, the crude oil and natural gas. That is the first thing that Nigeria is known for now. And I'm going to be critical here. Now, I said the crude oil and natural gas, they're found mainly in the Niger Delta region. But when I say Niger Delta, we're talking about Rivers State, Bayelsa, Delta State, and Akwa Ibom. I think we have some in Cross River. We still have some pieces in the southeast. But these are the main area where you have these natural resources, this very crude natural gas and crude oil. Now, unfortunately, we are not the one that discovered it. Now that they've discovered it for us, what we're doing is actually selling it. Selling it like bushmen. Come and take. Kai. So we could not even concentrate on what we have. The question I asked, for these states I just mentioned now, Rivers, Bayelsa, Delta, and Akwa Ibom, not one of them. Mr. Governor, you don't have a refinery. But this is what is found in your area. You don't have a refinery. All I can say is, how good and how pleasant would it be for each of the states to have 2-3 refineries and begin to drill their own oil and begin to refine it and sell to the rest of the world. We don't need to sell to the Europe. The rest of Africa we need it. We need it at home. We need it around. But you couldn't even do that, sir. The question is why? All you're going to do now, you want to send people, you're going to spend money doing some oral jargons. Maybe you want to even start to do certain things that you are not good at. And I wonder the kind of education we give it to our children. That is one side. I don't want to talk much of this today because sometimes I make people so angry. I make you guys so angry. I'm coming back to this because all the things that we have taught on my show have been centered around this. The Nigerian government, we're not the one that discovered oil. The white people came, they discovered it. Since they discovered it, we'll be selling crude. We couldn't even add value to the oil we have. Because if we had added value, the cars they're going to sell to us will be too cheap. Because we give them small oil, they're going to give us loads of cars. Because we don't need to worry about that. We don't need to worry about airplane. They will come to us. You sell what you have to buy what you don't have. But because we didn't concentrate, the question is why are we selling crude? Why are we selling crude oil? Why? What value have we added to it? And you know why I'm saying this? Tomorrow, you're going to go to church and you're going to ask God. And if you are God, won't you be angry? Then you're giving these people this amount of resources. And they see disturbing you every day. You see now this morning, how many people were on prayer? Oh Lord, my enemy died, this and that. want church now die. You go there, people now, the people will die. If they don't die, finish, I don't know who will remain. It's not so Jesus Christ kill all of us. Die. I love that much. Yeah? I was there. I went to do deliverance. Now my wife carried me go there, so you go do deliverance today. Wait till we make the course, eh? I said we get deliverance now. So now my mama, me when they smoke cigar, now my grandma in the village, now cause the cough when they my chest. Call God. Tomorrow go to church and call God. Rather than thinking of how you're gonna have refineries in your land. I'm talking to those of you from these states: River State, Bayelsa State, Delta State, Akwa Ibom. It's a shame on you that we don't have refineries. Now, the question is, how much will it cost to get a refinery? I'm just thinking loud. Dangote have one. So Dangote is richer than Akwa Ibom State. Dangote is richer than Delta State. How much does Dangote have? When you see the amount of human resources and the natural resources in Delta State, only Dangote is richer, but Dangote got the refineries. He got one. You're going to get two. You're going to get three. Delta State is still waiting for allocation from federal government. River State is waiting. Chiwike and Fubara, they fight. Some primitive set of human beings. They are primitive. You see that your Senate president, he's primitive. And you know what they do? I think the other guys, because they are lazy now, because I'm coming to the Northerners. The Northerners are so lazy, all they see is the oil. Because someone never see, they take oil and do now something. I'm coming to what you have in your land today. Those of you in the North. It's a shame on you. Shame on the entire nation that this is what we reduce ourselves to. Now, am I going to offend some people today? I'm going to try to be careful because I'm inviting you all to Nigeria Week. What I'm doing in Nigeria Week is showcase this to the rest of the world. Since the Nigerian government doesn't realize it, in Nigeria Week, I'm giving opportunity to people to come and showcase this. And today I'm focusing on only natural resources, which I don't even have enough time to do. But I have first time to do that now. Alright, that is what this show is all about. When you ask me, what is Nigeria Week all about? That's what I'm trying to do. Give opportunity to tap on this. Now, you're not coming here to come and tell this. You're going to tell us right here, I'm going to tell you what you need. If I get any state coming, I'm going to get a refinery, expert in refinery, that you're going to share minds together on how we're going to have our own refineries. We need to have refineries in Delta State. We need the refineries in River State. We need in Akwa Ibom State. We need even in Cross River State. I know you guys have got some oil there. We need to do that. And that's what we're going to do in Nigeria Week, London 2025. I know I don't want to spend too much time on this. So let's quickly go to the next one. Now, I like to see this. Kai, this is coal. Coal. Those of you in the coal city. Now, wow. Hello, Enugu people. You see? Now, let me tell you the states where you have coal in Nigeria. We have coal in Enugu State. We still have in Benue. That Benue, now the only food basket on a bill and get everything. In Kogi State and in Gombe. These are the areas where you find coal. Now, in those days, coal was used in power generation. In fact, the first coal, all those first set of train. Not now when they use electricity. Now, now coal. Now they burn. Now they move the thing. But this coal now, if you look at the back of your this thing, this one you see here, these are all made from coal today. They turn this thing into mobile phone, the back of your television. All these things they use it now. Coal. If I invite Enugu State, Benue State, Kogi State, Gombe State to Nigeria Week, these are what we want to talk about. I'm not talking to you about anything. So today I'm not looking at tourism, I'm looking at minerals. When we come to tourism, we're going to look at all. So let us take our time today to just look at the potential we have in our state. There is coal. Coal, where are we doing with it? Tomorrow, I know those in Enugu, those people for Enugu, they go church where. Then they go ask God for what God don't give to them. Sir, what are you doing with your coal? You know, you could not even bring it out and even sell it like ordinary raw material. The government is not even interested. At least for oil. Oyibo come they tap am. Not be saying that Delta State they do am. Not be saying that Nigerian government Oyibo they interested in the oil. Supposedly Oyibo, in fact, I'm sure that the Chinese will become the soup for this. Because they need this, but we that have it, what are we doing? We're going to church tomorrow to go and disturb God. Clap for yourself. Now, as I talk, I know many people are angry with me and they say, this man self, this man, but we did talk soon and lie have been true. You get cold. You know why they call Enugu State Coal City? Nnamdi Azikiwe no. This was the resources that was coming from the east in those days. Coal is a natural wealth. Natural wealth that you can tap on. But Enugu is one of the poorest states today because all they're waiting for is small percentage of oil money coming from federal government. Enugu people, I hail you now, but shame on you all that God gave you this. Tomorrow you go to church to disturb God. What have you done with the coal God has given to you? I want to compare the kingdom of heaven. There's one portion of the Bible I love so much. When I read that portion of it, that was when I know I've read the Bible. When I come back from break, that's what I'm going to use to end the show. When I come back from break, that's what I'm going to talk about. But I will touch on it as we go. But those of you that goes to church tomorrow, go and read the portion of the Bible where Jesus Christ compared it. It's not me. It's Jesus that compared the kingdom of heaven to a man that have servants. He gave the servant equal amount of money. When they say equal amount of money, the money may not be the same. Now, the amount of oil given to Delta State, this region, God has given coal to the people in this region. You see what it is. When I started now, I said in Delta State, in crude and oil, natural gas are in rivers, Bayelsa, Delta, and Akwa Ibom. That's what God gave to you. God not a cheat. God is not a liar. And now he moved on. Then for those of you in Kogi, Benue, Gombe, and Enugu, God gave you people coal. I'm not saying I'm looking at only natural resources now. I'm just looking at this mining. Because I can tell you the potential. I'm not talking of the human potential or that is in the state. I'm not looking at the tourism potential. I'm not looking at the education. I'm not looking at other area. I'm just looking at what God deposited in your land. The Bible compared the kingdom of God to a rich man who gave his servant these resources. He traveled. When he came back, the one that multiplied with it. He said, one of them came to him and said, Master, you gave me 10. I have been able to invest the 10, and this is what I have. I have 10 more. So this is the 20. Take, sir. The other one said, oh, I did try. I invested the 10. I got 5. I now have 15. Take. One of them say, me, I know who you build. You did reap for where you not so. The 10 will give me, I hide them. See your money, take. What did the master say? It's not me, it's Jesus that compared it. He said the owner of the house was angry. And he took what the idiot that they couldn't invest his own. Because if he had put his money in the bank, it would have multiplied. He took from you and gave to the one that could invest with it. And I want you guys to think about this. And think about it. God is that partial to that extent. That if he give you something and you don't make good use of it, it's going to take it from you. In fact, God is angry with you because I always say to people, when God created, he created the heavens and the earth. The earth not finished like this. Oh. And he gave us power to till the earth, to multiply it. Look at what you have done in Delta State with what God has given to you. Look at what you have done in Enugu State. I'm naming you, Benue. Look at what you have done with the code God has given to you. Wow. Okay. If God come now, because He gave you that thing for a purpose, so that you can take advantage of it, you will cultivate it and use it to bless and sell to others and make money, so you save the money for God. Tomorrow you're going to disturb God. And you know why Africa is behind? Now let me compare Nigeria to China. God gave us a beautiful land where you can plant cassava. That is a gift. We didn't work for it. Chinese don't have that. So Chinese people, they need cassava. Now they will come and plant cassava in your land and take your cassava away. You want God to come and punish Chinese for cultivating the land you couldn't cultivate? Oh, Chinese doesn't know God. Now you know God past Chinese people. Plan for yourself, you go to heaven. You will rot in hell. Because God is a father of productivity. Hey, if God is a glutton of productivity. When God look around, He want to see His children producing. That is what you see. If you see the man that own a company like me, when I turn around, I want to see my people producing. It's not because I want to eat the money. I don't even take the money from them. I have branches now in Asaba, in Lagos, in Abuja. I'm always fighting with them. And this is personal. You know why? Because they're lazy. And they expect you to be happy with them. A man, anybody on that in that stage will be sad. God created us in His image and likeness. Imagine if you were God that deposited all these things in the land and it's not being put to good use. You think He's going to be happy? If not you would be happy. Why don't you think that God, they tell you that God created you in His image and likeness? Why don't you think you are just like God? That what will make you unhappy will make God unhappy. What you don't consider right, God will not consider it right. Because you have the likeness and image of God. Anyway, I'm just going to talk. You guys going to decide. I'm asking those of you in Enugu State, what have you done with the coal God has given to you? Yeah. And in terms of share this, there is no better love. People that have coal will make equal amount of money, and people that have oil, it's the one you concentrate on. Maybe Nigeria at the point in time didn't even know we had oil. We were selling coal and we were making money. Coal was enough. If we concentrate on coal, it will be enough. Only coal alone can generate us $100 trillion a year. Only coal. The question is, are we using it? Does any good people even know? Are they interested in this? Otherwise, the government is waiting for money to come. Sir, I'm talking. Now, not let me talk too much. Let's go. Number 3. That time they say Gold Coast. Gold Coast. Do you know about, have you heard about Gold Coast? You must have heard about it now. Come on. Come on. I'm sure you guys must have heard about Gold Coast. Gold Coast. That is what made Ghana. When the British saw gold there, they were excited. They were going there to do business. The coal they found in your Enugu, not the black people know the use. Now you both know the use of coal. Our own will take at the farm, they cook before. We don't even use and cook. Now firewood, they go cut for ground. Cook, no problem. But the Igbo can't tell us the importance of coal. They can't take out, they make steam. They take out the power train. Today now they say they do this one. We'll leave coal. No, we'll stay with this people when they get gold. I beg when I listen to the number of states when I won't count here, whether not from there, whether not Delta State. Maybe you see, say God is a fair God. God is found in Zamfara, Kebbi, Kaduna, Niger, Osun. I don't need to tell you that you know the language that my research said large-scale exploitation is underdeveloped, as important as gold. Now, you might be wondering, do we really have the gold? Do we have it in enough quantity? You don't even look for them. I was telling somebody yesterday, say, you don't get wife. Okay. If you walk out for road today, if I go on the street of London now, any girl I see, I say, hello, ma. You look good. I like you. Would you be mine? 15 of them, 20 of them, if you say no, one will say yes. Try me now. Try it on the street of London. You have a wife today. What are you looking for? Have you looked for the gold in your place? Now, I am telling you that you have gold in this area. Even Kaduna, where they not see the gold, that they kill one another there. I don't know what they're fighting for. You see KB State, Zamfara, I be like, say, that place is so blessed. We're going to come to everything you go see Zamfara always coming, Zamfara always coming, Zamfara always coming, Zamfara, 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 Zamfara. Niger State not even need to have gold. The agricultural deposit in Niger alone, Bob will not come to that one. But Bob will see. So Niger, that fine boy, see gold for your land. The question is, what does it take to begin to mine our gold? Nigerians. Who stopped you from mining gold? Is it the federal government that stopped you? Because the Chinese people are going to come and they're going to tap on it. Just like before, the blessing will go to China. You see, this is exactly what I talk about. When we were talking about how the Europeans came to colonize us and we were angry with them, fine, they did the bad thing. Now they are gone. They are no more there. Are they the ones still stopping you from tapping on it? The British are no more controlling you. They don't look at your resources. You are on your own now. You have it to yourself. Wow. I'm confused. The bottom line is gold. I don't need to tell you, because that's why I brought this particular image of gold. I didn't want to bring the raw gold so that you'll be confused. There's nothing you cannot make from gold. In fact, all the wealth in the world are stored in gold, not in cash. Money is rubbish, paper. But when you have gold, you have an asset that you can exchange anytime, any day. Where is the gold? In Nigeria. Now that I've been able to expose where it is, what are you doing with it? Again, the reason I'm doing this today is to let you know, to let the world know that in Nigeria we have gold. And it is underdeveloped. We're not looking at it. We're not tapping on it. The question is why? But anyway, in Nigeria, we're going to take a look at it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to bring in those who have the potential to do in their little way, and we're going to expose them to those they can work with. You see, the world belongs to God. Knowledge belongs to God. Knowledge doesn't belong to the white man. It doesn't belong to the black man. When I started this show, I talk as a world citizen. I expressed my disappointment in the fight in the war going on in the world today. The world belongs to God. It belongs to me. I'm a child of God. So when there's a knowledge anywhere, I want to tap on it for the blessing of others. So I'm not bringing Nigeria to only to come and bless people in Nigeria. I want those in Nigeria to come and bless those in the UK, because the world belongs to God. Do you know the amount of resources in the United Kingdom that are untapped? Some of the talent wasting in Nigeria to be allowed to actually come and help to raise it. That is what happened. This is why the white people came to take us as slaves. On a good day, it might be a punishment for what we are doing now. Because you have the human resources, you're not using it. Now you have children who want to be slaves. Let me use that word. They want to be slaves now. Because we couldn't tap on our oil, our children want to be slaves. You know what? We are crossing the sea. Daddy Chris is here as a slave because I have to cross the sea at all costs to come here. On a good day, I should be in my village. You're not going to blame God for this one. It's your fault. That we know we're always going to crown this sea with one language. Like I said, they said that the problem of Africa is squarely that of leadership. Because what I'm saying now, I don't imagine that the priest being able to achieve it. I cannot. Let's be sincere here. I cannot do it. Listen, Dangote cannot do it. Dangote can only set up a refinery. How many refineries can he do? Nigerian government got the potential to set up thousands of refineries, thousands of it, because we got the resources, people. Delta State have the potential to do it. That is why they say the problem with Nigeria is that of squalid leadership. Look at what we have today. Gold in Zamfara. What are we doing with it? Nothing. People in Zamfara go to bed hungry. Benway, we're killing one another. They're telling me it's herdsman that is killing them. The farmers cannot go to farm because of herdsmen. And I just look at this sheep narrative. I get me confused. Who are these herdsmen? Are they Nigerians? What is their problem? Have you asked themselves questions? Because maybe a simple dialogue will even put all these things out. What are they worried about? That ideology that is being sold to them, correct it. You don't fight an ideology with a gun. You fight ideology with a correction. Somebody that is, you see, oh my God, I followed Malcolm X, seriously. And I followed that man, Johnny. And I saw that he was transformed in the prison. It was an ideological matter. If somebody said, going to school is harming you, which is the Boko Haram, but they are using the school. So the problem is not the school. The problem of the school education is not a matter of Christianity. That is what they are blaming. And in fact, they don't even hate Christians. What they hate is an oppression of some people they call the Northern, the Westerner. And they don't even hate them. So these are questions that can be addressed. Book can never harm you. Book is a knowledge that all of us need to access. When I talk now, we're talking about books. Even in the Quran, it's about book. So everything is book. How can book harm you? Book haram. That's not true. But I'm going to talk to them that it's not the problem you're facing. It's not that one. The problem is this. The problem is economic exploitation of your land, which has nothing to do with the white man. It's your government not tapping on what you have, or you not even looking at what you have. What you are looking for, why you are fighting government, why you are fighting the West, is with you. Have you been able to tap on it? That's what I'm exposing today. The Boko Haram, you are blaming the West for everything you are doing. Are they the one responsible for tapping your oil today? Are they the one that stopped your government from looking at what they have? Look at what you have in Zamfara State. Is it the West that is taking it? Do you know how much you will be making if you stop war and begin to tap on your Zamfara resources? On what you have in Benue, in Kaduna, and Kebbi? Do you know what you get? Let us be focused. Let us be an ideological driven. Let us begin. You see, you don't fight people. If somebody throw a blow at you, throw the same blow back. Somebody throw at you, they spit at them. You are foolish. Because educate the person. Nigerian, we need high level of education. You see, I was watching this beautiful show this morning, and they were talking about how this Boko Haram and all these some of the groups are recruiting people and how they're going to fight it, and I was just laughing. You don't need, we don't have a war. The war we have is economic war. Nigerians refuse to look at what we have. And leadership refused to direct our resources towards that. You see, by the time Nigeria begin to grow economically, we now begin to see a lot of gold. The governor of Zamfara and all those states beginning to make money from oil, from gold, I mean. By the time Enugu begin to make money from coal, you see, all these quarter go finish. You never day house before when money not day. Your wife go to talk to you, her mouth go long. You know women, that's what God created. Talk to when money don't come. And they tell her, you say, me. That's what God created. So you need to calm people down. You see, we are like your wife, government. All you need to do is give us good thing and we'll be quiet, we'll be supportive. We'll say, our government is good. The only reason government of UK is good is because government of UK is putting food on the table. Let me repeat that. American government is good because American government is helping people to feed well. It's protecting them. That is what your wife wants. It's no different. When you cannot protect your wife, you cannot put food on the table. Her mouth go the long. But hey, I see Tinubu wife, they run follow her. Hello, I just watched a video. You see where the wife they run follow Tinubu because what do you they born you where? You won't cost Tinubu. Now inside bedroom you feel cause her. When he come out, the man is beneath you. It's above you. I mean, sorry. When you see that, you know why? He gave me a man who get money rich. Wife not the open man cause her. They're not the cost king. Whether you born you well. Now inside bedroom you feel cause her. Say you're not satisfied, but outside you're not fit. You go somewhere that throw you in the bin. So what I'm saying is this: by the time the government do the needful, we begin to dance with the government. We are like the government wife. our mouth not go good government until you begin to feed us, until you begin to protect us. And the only way you're going to do that, I'm not blaming you, is to tap on what God has given to you. I will not be angry with the government of the day if God has not given us this mineral deposits. And I am not aware of it. I'll be saying, okay, they are not even aware. But they are aware now. They know that this is available in their land. I don't need to tell the certain government that you have oil. Do I need to tell the government that you can set up your own refinery and begin to tap on your oil and make money? Why is the government of Delta State waiting for federal government allocation of peanuts? Who's going to save us? Who's going to deliver us from that kind of bondage? We'll discuss that another day. Yes, my people. I'm just trying to make common sense. Let's go. I just want to quickly run to bitumen. All right, this one, because I don't have a lot of time and I may not be able to do that. I'm going to try and go on a break and come back and then take a look at the biblical interpretation of all these things. Because I will not be able to look at all today. It will be too much. But let's look at bitumen. You know what bitumen? I try to make it so simple today that you can see what bitumen means. Now they say they construct road. When you pass bitumen for road, it's different from gravel. Yeah. And they say, you hear me? When you pass, it's defined. You see the kind of road we are talking about? This bitumen. Guess where they found it? Ondo na Baba for that one. Augustine na Baba, Lagos, get out. Now, Nigeria has the second largest bitumen reserve in the world. Let me repeat that. Because this in a just in a one musician from my place, and they wrong going. Say, ear, you know when they hear this when not sweet, your ear go they took you. And what am I hearing? They wrong going. Now, bitumen, Nigeria have the highest. And well, say this, we're the second largest deposit of bitumen. Now, I'm confused. Oh. Where do they see this bitumen? Ondo, Ogun, Lagos. Now, wow, God, be patient. Oh. Do you know the funniest thing? When we want to construct road from Lagos, Engineer Umahi, you are an engineer. You are the Minister of Work. You want to construct road from Lagos to Calabar. Who are your contractors? Maybe Nigerian. If you come to the Delta State, the bridge where they construct there, Nigerian people they come. Costing us a whole lot of money for nothing. God could wonder what is wrong with these people. Now God has given you the deposit to construct roads. It's in your land. So you could not train people to pack the thing where they take, when God give you for here, put for the road. Because you don't get one English when you want to speak for me. All you need to stay from where it is and put it in the right place and arrange and make it in the pass there. Come on now. But we're not able to do that for ourselves. We're calling on Germany to give contract to them to come and take the small oil money, because we don't have money to give to them. It's the oil money. And sometimes I was just looking at you and I look at how low, how cheap we are as a people. I'm not insulting you guys today, but today I'm just saying that if we can, why can't we just even take advantage of what God has given to us? This is what we call comparative advantage. Imagine if we are now concentrating on actually preparing bitumen and sell to the rest of the world. Because this is needed for all roads, be in America, be in Germany, be in Russia, anywhere in the world. They need bitumen. It's special for road construction. There's no way they will not buy it. What are we doing with it? I'm sure we're not even aware of the deposit. They just say it. They just say it. Of course. You see all those lazy governors. You think they're interested in this? There is too small money. All your money is coming. Lagos has been built for you guys. So you don't need to worry. No, I'm saying that we need to go back to the drawing board as human beings and ask ourselves, what is this? What you have there is called bitumen. I wanted to do more today, but I don't think it will be too boring doing only only this and this and that, because I'm talking about Nigerian week. And if I don't take time, I'm going to lose track, because I'm not here to actually educate you what you have in Nigeria, but the essence as it relates to Nigerian week, which is the event we are organizing. The essence of Nigerian week is to showcase to the world that we have this. Now, while we're learning the technology which they may have here on how to tap it and use it for ourselves and possibly sell to them, they have something to benefit. We might be able to sell to them. They might be able to come and work for us for some time and teach us what to do. And then that is it. Then there is that cultural advantage, which is what God wants. God did not give you anything for your own use alone. Whatever God deposited in Zamfara State is meant for use of people in America. The world does not belong to Zamfara. That place, God did not say, and this is Zamfara. It's not God. Somebody named it Zamfara. That's not God. God sees us as his own. So whatever you have the bitumen you have in Ondo State is useful in Delta. It's useful in Ghana. That's how God sees the world. God does not recognize Nigeria. Hello? You are all children of God. That's why sometimes when the people go to this war, I'm confused. And when God might give you God to go and shoot people, I'm confused. Why am I going to? I'm the last person who will submit to any army. Because you need to convince me why I need to carry gun and shoot the next person. I'm just too stupid. I'm sorry, government, you can't do that with me. There's nothing I will not obey the government to do, but I won't go to war. Not because I don't want to die, because I don't want to kill somebody who's not my enemy. Are you out of your mind? When will I kill somebody who's not my enemy? What has the person done? The person is probably another idiot like me, being asked to go there and kill. So between me and him, we begin to kill each other. When two idiots should have seen down and solved this problem. Exactly what is happening in the world today. Let me go back to the world right now. What's happening in the world today is people fighting what they don't know. Russia said this. Ukraine said this. We are dragging one land, the land that belongs to God, and you're going to die and leave the land. And at the end of the day, what are you fighting for? We are pleasing God. Who are you really pleasing? Pleasing Ukraine? Ukraine, what is Ukraine? In the natural scheme of things, God does not recognize Ukraine. God does not recognize Russia. God sees everything as his own. Are you out of your mind? Well, that's something I will not be able to defend on this show. So let me keep quiet. But what I believe is what I believe. Nigerians, it is the week of Nigerian week. It's coming up. The event is taking place from the 24th, 25th, and 26th of July 2025. It's going to be an amazing time. It's an opportunity to showcase what Nigeria has. Sometimes they say, what does Nigeria have? I've been taking my time to just talk about. I have a lot that I have stored. Maybe when I come back, I touch 2 or more in terms of mineral deposits in Nigeria. My question is, I brought this topic today for 2 reasons. One, to tell you that we have this, and we're going to showcase this to the rest of the world. For the world to also know we have this. But that's not all. That God has given this to you. Don't disturb him tomorrow when you go to church. Think of how you're going to take what God has given to you. Why did God give it to you? God has given me eyes. When I walk out for room, I say, God, I can't see. I don't close my eye. I only me close the eye. I say, God, I want to get out of this room. You go die for that place. Because the reason God gave you eye, so that I know how to go out of the room. If I close my eyes intentionally and begin to disturb God, God doesn't have time for fools. God is a man of productivity. He's a glutton of productivity. We need to wake up and be productive and be useful to ourselves and to our society. God has deposited what is not in any other part of the world in Africa. You get one land where they call Congo, that Federal Republic of Congo, where that bloody fool, all of Zaire and Mobutu, destroyed before all the time. Thank God they don't die now. See in land, when all the things he wasted the money on, the place now, there's grass all over Mobutu's home now. So you don't need it. He was thinking is this, but he's dead now. Look at the place. I'm going to bring that image to you guys so that you'll be sad one day. What I'm saying is, God has deposited this for you. Use it. Don't call on God tomorrow. Ask yourself, come together. And like I said, I won't go to war because Ukrainian government and Russian government could have sat down and stopped sending people to kill themselves. The Israeli government and the people of the Palestinians could have sat down and stopped the killing. Rather than sending poor in Israeli soldiers or sending people in the name of Suicide Squad to go and kill Israeli, these two idiots would have sat down and talk about it, and there will be no more bloodshed, and the world is laughing. You know, the umpire of the world is the one that is laughing. And America, you said you are umpire because your mouth is here. You can't even umpire well. You're supposed to blow whistle will stop. When referee blow, the thing should stop. You don't seem to do that because you are biased. And so is the rest of the Arab world. You want to be sincere. That's why you have a referee. The United Nations should be empowered to do the needful. I'm always here and there today. But let me stick to where I'm here. I'm here talking about Nigerian Week. And Nigerian Week I will talk about today. I'm saying that we have bitumen. Let me go back. We have, I don't want to talk about this. I don't want to talk of the limestone now. I'm coming back to it. We have gold in Nigeria. We have coal, charcoal. And of course, we have oil. Today, I'm looking at one blessing of the Nigerian state, mineral deposit in the land. It's not only in the south. It's not only in the west. I've just touched on 3 areas. I'm going to touch more. The ones you find in Sokoto and all of them. So we have mineral deposit all across Nigeria. We are all blessed in our own way. And there's no mineral deposit that is superior. It's the way you use it. Let me repeat that. Oil is not superior to coal. More coal we sell, but we give you more money than small oil. The question is, have you tapped on your coal? And the question, how many people does have the coal? You need to wake up, man. God is not a biased God. God will not build you and don't give you what you used to eat. If you don't have something to eat, it's because you've not looked down well. Because He has given it to you. Sometimes I was telling the Reverend Sister that I'm praying here. The woman was laughing at me. He said, yes, sir, yes, it's loading. 2025 is loading. You see, what I want to say is this: whether we like it or not, God is not biased. God will give everybody. God has given everybody what He will use to eat. He's so overall. How can you, a father? The question I said that day, I was praying, and I told this Reverend Sister that I'm praying that it's like God is not answering. He said, because you're not asking well. It's your father. There's nothing you ask your father that will not give to you. In fact, He has given it to you already. That's the funniest thing. And sometimes we say we don't want to ask God. No, God has already given it to you. Today, I'm telling you what God has given to you. From a layman point of view, from an ordinary person point of view. But if imagine you listen to God, and God begin to remind you what He has given to you. Not be you go say, only you go say, I dey go hell. It will not be God that will tell you enter hell. You will say, I don't do bad, God, I dey go to hell. Because He has given you everything. Some of you, God has deposited some natural blessing in you. That when you talk, people listen. When you sing, the word they stand. Maybe you shook it from one place. You just ruin your destiny there. And tomorrow you're going to say, oh God, why am I like this? When God with you stand. I'm not saying that, I'm talking to everybody here today. I know you go to church tomorrow. But when God will sit down with you personally and ask you, all these things I give to you, what did you do with them? What will you tell God? I'm asking Delta State now, what will they tell God? I'm asking Ondo State, what will they tell God? I've asked Zamfara, what will they tell God? But the question I ask you is, even when God has done all that, there is no human being God has not given a special gift. That you didn't take time to ask yourself or look at it. In fact, you will know. God will not give you a gift that you are not aware of. Because people are going to tell you about your gift. It will begin to come out in anything you do. That is the gift of God. The question is, have you used it well? Have you taught how to use it? If you don't, and you go to church and disturb it tomorrow, in fact, it will be perfectly. Let's go on a break. When we come back, we're going to look at this. We're going to look at some of what is happening trending today. I didn't want to take a look at the papers because I'm alone. Tomorrow, from Monday, when Mary will be here, we'll be able to take a look at the papers together. But today, I will not be able to do that. But I'll touch on one or two things that is trending in the country and then focus more on other aspects of Nigerian week. But today, I just have one or two more areas to look at. And I'm going to look at the portion of the Bible which defend what I was trying to say so that I can tell you, go and read that portion of the Bible. But before we do that, let's go on a quick break. And what you're going to see now is some information about the Nigerian week. Pay attention carefully. Don't go away. Stay with me. My name is Daddy Chris, and this is the African Renaissance Television. The program is called the Weekly Bulletin. Don't go away, stay with us.
Nigeria Week London 2025. It's time to celebrate the pulse of Africa's most exciting nation. Nigeria Week London 2025 is coming to Hippodrome Theatre from July 24th to 26, 2025, showcasing the best in Nigerian arts, music, fashion, and investment opportunities. Whether you're looking to discover the future of real estate, explore Nigeria's culinary masterpieces, or get immersed in an electric Afrobeat performance, this is the event of the year. You can also join us for a film festival, cultural dance spectacles, and the recognition awards. Don't miss out on the business opportunities and cultural experiences waiting for you. Book your tickets now before they're gone on eventbrite.co.uk. Call or text +447 438 893 190 or 080 330 46768 or +447 459 071 747. Visit our website superiorradioandtelevision.com. Nigeria Week London 2025. Nigeria Week London 2025, celebrating the best of Nigeria, is partnered with Civil Society, scaling up nutrition in Nigeria.
Welcome back. I can say to you guys, welcome back. Yes, Elijah, thank you so much. Thank you so much for your comment. That is true. Well, I want to quickly take a look at what I have next. I'm gonna spend that because tomorrow a lot of us will be going to church, and I want us to take a look at this together. If you open your Bible now, I know you're going to church tomorrow, so open your Bible. Go to Matthew 25, verse 14 to 30. I'm talking, not be correct. When you read that portion of the Bible, you see, he said, the kingdom of heaven can be compared to a man who's going on a long trip. Let me put this out there. He said, let me put it well so that you guys can read it. So that when I'm talking, you think I'm not talking about myself. I'm using the word of God. The kingdom of heaven can be illustrated by the story of a man going on a long trip. Kai. This is a very important portion of the Bible. This is the portion of the Bible I like. I know many people will not read that one. Now, what did he do? He called his 3 servants. Let me put it out. You see, you're going to read this slowly. You understand? And I don't have a lot of time to put it together. He called his 3 servants and entrusted his money to them while he was gone. Child, I said, now, let me tell you this. This is very important. I want all of you that believe in God to listen. I'm not talking of the one that believe in Christianity or Islam. If you believe in God, then you need to listen to this. This is coming from the Bible, but this is applicable to all religion. Because what is important is all religion recognize the Genesis to some part of the creation. We all agree. All religion agree. If you listen to Genesis, he said, God created, on the 7th day, he rested. They never created woman at that time, when I know this, ladies. But on the 7th day, what did God do? He rested. He has created everything, and everything was good. What did he do? He now called man. There's only one commandment God has ever given. I don't know why people talk about the 10 commandments. The 10 commandments was not a commandment of God. Maybe that's why this man, when he talks sometimes, you guys wouldn't want to listen to him. I am not Abel, but I am different from Abel. But Abel, sometimes I agree with Abel, sometimes I don't even agree. Abel, the kingdom of the commandment, the 10 commandments is not the commandment of God. The 10 commandments were laws given to, it's just like the laws we have in society now, so that we can live together in harmony. There's none. God does not command. God will only instruct. So when you hear the people talking about commandments of God, God does not give commandments. But God instructed man. What God has done is, after creating the world, He entrusted the word in our hands. Now, there's a portion. This portion is important too. Oh, I love this. I love this. I'm not going to explain that portion of the Bible. I'm using from one version of it to the other. But this is what I love about it. You know what he did? He gave 5 bags of silver to one, 2 bags of silver to another, and 1 bag to another, dividing the proportion to their abilities. Then he left on the tree. Yeah. Go there. This is the creation. Because when God is living this world now, sometimes I ask myself, but why did God allow certain things to happen? Because God has not allowed certain things to happen. It's just that the people he left to control certain things have failed him. Let me repeat that. Do you know you have failed God? Because if the thing you expected to do, you have not done it, you have failed God, because that's why some people are hungry. Now God will look down to this world and say, is this my children? Now look at the people. Some people are killing one another. It's because maybe you are given the power to stop the war and you are not stopping it. So God is angry. That's why people are dying. I'm going to say that again, sir. You have the power to stop the war and you've not stopped them. You're taking side. God is angry with you. You have power to feed the people. You have not developed that. God is angry with you. Nigeria Delta State have oil power. They have oil. They have the power to develop the oil, and they're not doing it. God is angry. What I'm saying here is this: He gave them according to their. He didn't give everybody equality, but He gave you according to your abilities. That's what He did, and He left from the tree. I mean, go and read what happened when He came back from the tree, and His anger. It's not me, this is Matthew. I beg, those of you that are following me now, go. I'm reading from Matthew chapter 14 to 30. Long verses of the Bible. Go and read your own. And you will understand why that the Christ is frustrated today. When you read that portion of the Bible, you come back and maybe you agree with me. And I say to them, God gave you, even now, other than what God gave to your land, He gave you your own. There is nobody born that is not born great. God created everybody with a special gift. Even if you can't see, that's a special gift. Stevie Wonder cannot see, he sings. But Marley described somebody's journey be good. He said he cannot read and write, but can ring the bell, can play the guitar like somebody is ringing a bell. You will not, there's no way God will create you without a special gift. That's what the Bible taught us today. He gave a bag. He gave 1 bag of silver, 5. He gave another one 2 bags. 1, he gave 1 according to their abilities. God has given Africa our own. He gave Europe their own. He gave America their own. I don't want to talk about the anger of God. You see, after a long time, let me read this one because this is very important. I'm jumping the story. And I think I will be able to add a little thing to this. You understand? Because this is what's going to happen. They say the second coming of Jesus Christ. What is the second coming of Christ? What is the second coming of Christ about? What is God coming to ask us? God is coming to ask you that you did serve Him. God knows you are weak. How are you going to serve God? What can you do for God? So when you clap for God, and that will be service to God. Sometimes the Bible, I don't understand who taught you this Bible. How do you serve God? I will not preach my Bible because your preaching is different from mine. The service of God is doing what God asked you to do on earth. He has given you deposit. He gave Delta State oil. If you want to serve God, you need to tap on that oil and use it to bless mankind. Oh, did you hear me speak? He gave you people in where is the state now? Go. in Enugu State. The service of God is not clapping on Sunday. It's tapping on this to bless mankind. Did you hear me? Oh God, look at this. Gold. He gave you gold in Zamfara. What you want to serve God is not to pray. No, it's to tap on the gold and use it to bless mankind. The world will become more beautiful. I am in the studio today. I'm using the electricity from man, created by man. It's not the one made by God. But God inspired somebody to do this. The man has done the job. Now the world which God has created will become more beautiful. Have you looked at? I said it every day. When I come down in Heathrow and I was looking down, I saw the beauty of what God has done. With true man. When I look up, I saw what God has done himself. But when I look down, I saw what God has done through man. What has God done through you? What has God done through Nigeria? What has God done through Delta State? What has God done through you, the governor of Delta State? What has God done through me and the region of Delta State? That's the question of today. I know it's a hard one. But what happened is, after a long time, the second coming of Jesus Christ is what I'm talking about now. It's not me, it's a compared to the kingdom of heaven. It's not me that I'm comparing it to. It's the Bible, Matthew 25, 14 to 30. After a long time, the master returned from his trip and called them to give account how they had used the money. If God will come back now and say, Delta State, how have you used the oil I deposited in your land? Zamfara, how have you used the oil? Enugu, how have you used the coal? Let me go to bitumen. I love the bitumen. Bitumen, no, leave that one first. Bitumen. Oh no, how have people used the bitumen deposited in your land? What will you tell God? And the Bible says, I'm using the Bible here. You see, he said the servant of whom he entrusted with 5 bags came with 5 more and said, Master, you gave me 5 bags of silver and I have invested it and I have earned 5 more. The master was full of praise. He said, well done, my good and faithful servant. You have been faithful in handling this small amount. So now I'll give you many more. Chinese have done it well. God will give them more. America have done it well. Europe have done it well. What have you done in Africa? Go to church and pray. The second coming of Christ is what we're talking about today. If they don't tell you this is the second coming of Christ, they've deceived you. The second coming of Christ is not how much you pray. What are you going to tell God? How holy are you? You think you're going to be holy? You're dirty. So nobody is holy in the sight of God. When we talk about the service of God, this is the true service of God. I'm preaching a different gospel today. Now, I want to talk about. They talk about the servant with the 2 listen, but I don't want to talk about the servant with only 1 bag. This is what I'm going to. This is what I'm going to say. This is what people are going to tell God. This is what people from Nigeria will tell God. Go to church tomorrow, but this is the message you have for God. God, don't be afraid though, because we will talk and finish today. This is what you tell God. Then the servant with 1 bag, the least one, came and said, Master, I knew you were a harsh man. Harvesting crop, you didn't plant. Gathering crops, you didn't cultivate. This is what you're telling God. I bet we will finish him, because so that we will say amen. I was afraid. Okay. Now, this is a very, very important portion of the Bible. I know you're going to church tomorrow. I want to give this to you so that you read it. Guy, look at it. He said, I was afraid, though, I will lose your money. So I hid it in the earth. Look, here is your money. Look, let me use the word. In fact, this Bible helps us a lot. The oil you gave me, I hide that for there. You see there. Can't take. Now you tell God. That's what we did. God gave us oil. We couldn't look for it. It was hidden. You know what happened? God came back. We say, we not say see your oil. It did there. It did grant there. I didn't have anything to do with it. because I was afraid of you. I know you read. You're telling God that. The remaining part of this show, we'll be looking at what the master replied. God. Oh my God. I love this. I know I don't take time to do this always, but I think it is important to do this today. So that you talk about the second coming of Jesus Christ. The second coming of God is about this. It's not about something else. Now, this is what it is. But the master replied, "You wicked and lazy servant. If you knew I harvested crops I didn't plant and gather crops I didn't cultivate, why did you take my money?" I know many people will not watch this because it's too harsh. It's not that the Christ speaking. This is God speaking to you today. All right. What did he do? Let me just I'm just gonna, the other part I will show to you. He said, "Where did you deposit my money? Why did you deposit my money in the bank? At least I could have gotten some interest on it." You hear how God planned. Now I want you to listen to me. This is dangerous. This is dangerous. You know what the Bible went further to say? The master is not asking you. God is asking you. That oil, that cocoa, when you deposit from your land, that you said you left on earth for him to come and see. He said, "Why not people take a man, people put out for bank, at least money for enter?" Now, what did he do? This is the last part. Then he ordered, "Take the money from the servant and give it to the one with the 10 bags of silver." That's not my judgment. This is the judgment of God. I know this is not good to hear. If you get my message, you get it. You don't get it. I'm not going to do this show more than this today. It's too heavy. This is too heavy. This is too heavy. This is what the true gospel of God. God did not create you with empty hands. And he did not give you anything for fun. Everything God created is for a purpose. Like I said before, I'm using this to compare now. I'm comparing this to states in Nigeria. I can compare this between Africa and Europe and America. God deposited in everyone. He gave us money. The peace in the world today is being deposited in the hands of some people. Maybe America, that's why you have upper hands. You can stop this war. Donald Trump is going around doing like this. You could have stopped this war. You're calling the name of God. Do you know God? If God gave you power to stop war and you're not stopping it, you are equally telling him what he will do. He will order that thing be taken from you. It's a matter of time. It will be taken from you. We've seen civilization shift places. Africa were more civilized than you guys at some point. Out of the stupidity of Africans, this is where they find themselves. When you don't use the power given to America, well, it will be taken from you. It's God's decision. It's not me. It will happen in my time. Maybe not my time, maybe the next generation. But sometimes when God has given some blessings, he don't want to change it. He'll change it. The time will come, it will turn around. If we all do what we're supposed to do, there will be no hunger in the world today. God will be a happy man. If we all do what we have to do, there will be no war in the world today. God will be a happy man. I'm saying to you in Nigeria that if we all tap on the resources available to us as Nigerians, we will not be hungry. There will be no war today in Nigeria. There will be no insecurity in Nigeria. The reason we have it is because some of the governors refuse to work, and you, your people, Nigerian government have refused to work. And they are talking, they're preaching one hypocritical. I don't know who preached you that gospel. The pastors are all lying. They're all deceiving you. The true gospel of God is what I preached to you today. God has deposited in our land. He has asked us to tap on it and use it to bless mankind. Because if Delta State had tapped on what they have, the whole of Delta State will be filled with milk and honey. There will be no room for crime. There will be no room for war. The children of God will be blessed. If the coal in your land, in Enugu, were put to good use and you tap on it, Enugu would have been swimming with money. If Zafara use the gold well, if Ondo use the bitumen well, the fact you see the amount of blessing that will be on the land. There will be no room for war. That's my message. It's a straight message, but let me close all that. Let me look at remove the religious and the political side of the spiritual side of it and talk about the physical. In Nigeria Week 2025, we're going to showcase what Nigeria have to the rest of the world. And what I'm saying to the rest of the world, this is what we have in our land. You want to do business with us? Come on, let's do it. Nigerians, you will be here, you will meet people that can help you develop what you have. Like I said before, the world belongs to God. That's my belief. Be it in Britain, be it in Nigeria, it belongs to God. Because Africa will not still have peace if the rest of the world doesn't have peace. I want to remind you, if today, peradventure that all the things that we are preaching becomes right, and Africa begins to grow in wealth, and Europe don't have food to eat, you know what will happen? Europeans will start trooping to Africa in search for food. There will be no peace too. Look at what is happening today. Europeans, they've been able to make themselves comfortable. But because there's hunger in Africa, people are trooping here to disturb them. There will be no peace until all of us do what we need to do. It is in your interest that the Europeans succeed, and it's in the European interest that Africa succeed. It's in so with the rest of the world. I'm going to rest my case. So the Nigeria Week is a world event designed to showcase the best of Nigeria, but directly or indirectly trying to bless the world. And that's why the capital of the world is where we are doing it, in London. London is the capital of the world. All languages, all people on earth are here. There's no nation that you don't find in London. It's not there. Then if it's not in London, it does not exist. If you come here, you see your community group, they have their own group here. I have Ogara group here. That's where I come from. My village, we are here. Your village is here in London. They have and they meet. So this is the right place to showcase what we have to the rest of the world. And peradventure, bless the world with what we have. As we tell the world, come and see what we have. Bringing wealth to Nigeria, but actually blessing the world with what we have. So the world should be happy. London should be happy to see Nigeria. That's what I keep telling them. But Nigeria need to wake up. And the only way we're going to do that is if we are intentional about it. You're coming to London is not coming to come and showcase. I don't do showcase. I do show business. I don't believe in showcase. I only believe in show business. So we're going to do business as well as exhibit what we have. And we talk, we network, and we can share ideas, and things can begin to happen. On my next time, when I will come here, I'm going to focus on the Nigerian music. I don't want, no, let's leave music. Let's look at movies first. And you guys, I have my own observation. As good as it is, we are behind. As good as music is, we are behind. As good as football is, we are behind. Fashion is our hope. We are still behind. That's what we're going to do in Nigeria Week. We're going to look at the Nigerian fashion. Today, I just talked about some of the mineral deposits. That's not all. I'm going to go rush through them before I close the show. We're going to look at the fashion. Look at where Nigerian fashion is. Look at where it's coming from. Look at where it could be. What I'm only doing is look at where we are. Look at what we have. Look at what we have. Look at where we could be. That's what Nigerian Week is all about. It's going to tell you where we could be. We have oil. Look at where we are with it. This is where we could be. And the world, you see, the thing is, one thing I want to say again, and I think that's where I should end this show. After saying this, I know you're going to church tomorrow to ask God something. I am saying to you, that thing you're asking God is already here. God has left it here for you. God did not go with anything. And did you hear me? That prayer you're praying to God is already in the hands of a man that will give to you. And I cannot speak this English better. That thing you're asking God to give to you is already given to you, but it's in the hands of another man. All you need to do is ask the man. Don't stop disturbing God. So what we need to do really is come together and say, I have this, take this. Oh, you have this, I want this. It's like the barter. All of them have been given to us right here on earth. God does not make mistake. There is nothing that doesn't have solution on earth. It doesn't exist. Perhaps when I look back into all this, I always conclude that we could have been doing better. We could have been doing better trying to solve the challenges of mankind, which is trying to live longer and longer and longer and longer, that man don't need to die. But I'm not going to go into that today. Thank you very much for you joining me. Other mineral deposits in Nigeria is something like this, and then we're going to come back tomorrow to talk about, and then the event is called Nigeria Week London 2025. This is a yearly event. We are on the 5th edition right now, so a lot is going to happen on this 5th edition. You can't miss it. It's happening from the 11th, from the 20th, 24th, 25th, and 26th of July 2025. It's at the Hippodrome Theatre. Those of you that knows go to screen, it's right there by the train station. The theatre is massive. We're going to turn that place green, white, green. We're going to show the world what Nigeria has. And again, I don't think the world has come to a stage where they cannot underrate Nigeria anymore. We are people to talk about. We are a force to reckon with. We are 400 million people. We're the largest black race on earth. We're going to show that we are by blessing the world with what we have. And the world will in turn bless us. I love what they tell you in the UK. When they give you citizenship, they say, may you be a blessing to the United Kingdom, and may the United Kingdom bless you. May you all be a blessing to Nigeria. May the world be a blessing to Nigeria, and may Nigeria in turn bless the world. My name is Daddy Chris, and this is the African Renaissance Television. The show is called The Weekly Bulletin, and I try to focus on what Nigeria has, which we are showcasing to the rest of the world. I try to talk about the comparative advantage. I've gone spiritual, come back to physical, and here I don't end the show. Like I said, the word is enough for the wise. The second coming of Jesus Christ is not coming to kill you. Jesus Christ doesn't kill, and he will never kill. God is not coming to throw you in hell. That's not the work of God. But you come to you to give account of what he has given to you. Every human being has been given one thing or the other. I know what God has given to me. Sometimes when I challenge God, why this? I say, God will ask me, is it your own in the first place? Whatever I have now does not belong to me. He gave it to me. I am opportune. I got there and it's become mine. I'm going to leave it there. But God wants me to turn it to good use so that it will become a blessing to others. Thank you very much for joining me. My name is Daddy Chris, and I'll see you on Monday. Stay out of trouble. God bless you all. Bye for now.
Nigeria Week London 2025. It's time to celebrate the pulse of Africa's most exciting nation. Nigeria Week London 2025 is coming to Hippodrome Theatre from July 24th to 26, 2025, showcasing the best in Nigerian arts, music, fashion, and investment opportunities. Whether you're looking to discover the future of real estate, explore Nigeria's culinary masterpieces, or get immersed in an electric Afrobeat performance, this is the event of the year. You can also join us for a film festival, cultural dance spectacles, and the recognition awards. Don't miss out on the business opportunities and cultural experiences waiting for you. Book your tickets now before they're gone on eventbrite.co.uk. Call or text +447 438 893 190 or 080 330 46768 or +447 459 071 747. Visit our website superiorradioandtelevision.com. Nigeria Week London 2025. Nigeria Week London 2025, celebrating the best of Nigeria, is partnered with Civil Society, scaling up nutrition in Nigeria.
SR TV. Innovative content, global audience.